Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. In this video, I'm going to discuss the example for continuous random variable. The following is a probability density function of a continuous random variable x. So given the piecewise function. So my suggestion is to illustrate the situation in a number line. So where we have 0 until 1 with the function x squared. Next, from 1 until 5, we have the function 5 minus x over 12. Other than that, the function is 0. So find the cumulative distribution function, or we denoted it as a fx. So kindly refers to the number line where we have 4 parts, A, B, C, and D. So part A, where we have the domain t less than 0. So the function would be integrate negative infinity until t. So for the function 0 dx. So if we substitute the situation, then we will have 0. So ft is equals to 0. So that will be the first part. Focus on the second part, B. The domain will be t greater equals to 0 and less than 1. So the function will be integrate negative infinity until 0 for the function 0 dx. Plus integrate start from 0 until t for the function x squared respect to x. So kindly integrate the situation. So for this part, very obvious, it is f0. So substitute 0, we will still obtain 0. Then focus on the second part, where we have x to the power of 3 over 3 for the limit t and 0. So as a conclusion, ft is equals to t cubed over 3 minus 0. So here we have the situation for part B. For part C, we have the domain t greater equals to 1 and less than 5. So the situation would be f1 plus, where we have to integrate start from 1 until t for the function 5 minus x over 12 respect to x. So meaning that we need to substitute the 1 into this part. So we will have 1 over 3 plus. Kindly integrate the second part, where we will have 5 minus x to the power of 2 over 2 multiplied with 12. Do remember to differentiate the internal function 5 minus x, and we will have negative 1 for the limit t1. Kindly substitute the situation where we have 1 over 3 plus substitute the t, where we have 5 minus t bracket square over negative 24. Minus with, if we substitute 1, then we will have 5 minus 1, which is equals to 4 squared. So we will have 16 over negative 24. So simplify the situation. Then we will have 1 over 3 plus with 16 over 24 minus with 5 minus t bracket square over 24. If we simplify the situation, ft is equals to 1 minus 5 minus t bracket squared over 24. So that will be the situation for part C. Next, for part D, where we have the domain t greater equals to 5. So in here we can write f5 plus integrate start from 5 until t for the function 0 dx. So as we can see, f5. So means that we can substitute the situation into this part. So we will have 1 minus, if we substitute 5, then we will obtain 0 squared, where we will have 0. Plus, for this part, if we integrate the situation, and we will still have 0. So as a conclusion, the ft will be equals to 1. So now, by referring to the situation A, B, C, D, and we can have the cumulative distribution function. And we notice that here they need the x. So it means that we need to change or replace the t with the x. So for example, fx is equals to, kindly refers to the part A, where we have ft is equals to 0. So the function will be 0 and the domain T, let it as x less than 0. For the part B, second function, t cubed, replace the t with x. So where we will have x to the power of 3 over 3. And the domain would be 0, x, then 1. Next, we have the third function, part C, 1 minus 5 minus x square over 24. So the domain would be x is greater equals to 1 less than 5. Finally, we have 1. And the domain will be x greater equals to 5. So here we have the cumulative distribution function. Next, the second part. Hence, find the probability set x less than 0.5. So by referring to the cumulative distribution function, and we notice that the 0.5 is located at the second function, where we have 0 until 1. So by using the f 0.5, where we have the cumulative distribution function, x to the power of 3. So 1 over 2 to the power of 3 over 3, where we have 1 over 8 over 3. So the answer will be 1 over 24 for the probability that x less than 0.5. B, probability that x greater than 3. So by referring to the situation, what we have to do is to modify the situation, where we have 1 minus p, x is less than 3. Because based on the cumulative distribution function, what we have is to accumulate the situation from left to the right. So we can express the situation in 1 minus f3. So by referring to the situation, we are going to make use of the third function, where we have 1 minus bracket. Making use of the third function, 1 minus 5 minus 3 bracket square over 24. So where we will have 1 minus 1, we will obtain 0, and then minus 1, multiply with the minus 1. So we will have 2 squared over 24. So the probability set x greater than 3 will be equals to 4 over 24, where we have 1 over 6. Next, we have C. Find the probability that x is greater equals to 0.5 less than 2. So in here, what we have to do is create the formula f2 minus f 0.5. So f2 means that we have to use the third function, 1 minus bracket 5 minus 2 to the power of 2 over 24, minus with 0.5. Make use of the second function, where we have 0.5 bracket cube over 3. Simplify the situation. 1 minus 5 minus 2. So we have 3 squared, where we have 9 over 24. Minus with the situation, 1 over 2 cube, where we have 1 over 24. So 1 minus 10 over 24. So the answer will be 14 over 24. Finally, the probability that x is greater equals to 0.5 and less than 2, the probability will be 7 over 12. Next, we are going to find the median. So what does it mean by the median? The median is the midpoint. So meaning that we are looking for the value of x, where we can have the probability 0.5. So what we have to do is to test the situation. For example, if we have f0, for sure we will have 0 in the probability. Next, if we test for f1, for sure we will have 1 over 3. So it is approximate as 0.333 and 3. So meaning that it is not yet enough to reach 0.5. So for sure, the 0.5 is located in the third function. So the situation will be fm is equals to 0.5. Substitute the m into the third function. So 1 minus 5 minus m bracket square over 24 is equals to 0.5. rearrange the situation. So where we will have 1 over 2 is equals to 5 minus m bracket square over 24. So cross multiply the situation. So where we will have 12 is equals to 5 minus m bracket square. So simplify the situation. 5 minus m is equals to plus minus square root of 12. So m will be equals to 5 plus square root of 12, or m is equals to 5 minus square root of 12. So kindly refers to the number line where we have 1 until 5. So by referring to the value m, 5 minus square root of 12, it is located in between the 1 until 5. Whereas for 5 plus square root of 12, we will have a value more than the range, which is 1 until 5. So the answer will be valid for 5 minus square root of 12. So as a conclusion, the median, or the m, is equals to 5 minus 2 multiplied with square root of 3. So that will be the median. So here we are, and thanks for watching.